Competency in Business focuses on building the brand and accomplishing the goals of the association through effective financial management and understanding of fiduciary responsibilities. The predominant themes within the business competency include supporting the association's value proposition, managing budget and policy development, promoting the financial integrity of the organization, managing risk, and utilizing data and trends to inform decisions. The behaviors that correspond to a few of the themes within the business competency are represented here. Please be sure to refer to the NEA Leadership Competencies Guidebook and review the full set of competencies. Lorenz is a high school math teacher from Illinois who has worked in association leadership roles at the local, regional, state, and national levels for over 30 years, including his current role as Secretary-Treasurer for the Illinois Education Association. In this clip, Al highlights the importance of being a good steward of association resources.
Today, folks need to know why they should belong to an organization or an association. You have to show them the bang for the buck. You have to also show them that you're good stewards of their money. Since you're dealing with other people's money and membership dues, you have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure they see the return on investment. What's in it for them? What's the bang for the buck? So one of the things that I did when I came into the role as Secretary-Treasurer in Illinois is look at expenses for meetings. So whenever possible, we've gone to video conferencing. We've done those kind of things to minimize meal and travel expenses. Printing, we've reduced the number of things we actually print. Most stuff is now electronic. And we also developed a conference funding subcommittee. So rather than willy-nilly decide who's going to go to a conference, we wanted to put a system in place so that we would know exactly how many we were going to fund and to what level. We've also taken a look at meal allowances. And, we've saved, I think, from doing those things, probably $40,000 to $50,000 a year over the last couple of years.
In addition to being responsible stewards over resources, strong association business leadership requires regular analysis of data and trends. This graphic illustrates an important national trend. In 2005, 18% of teachers had 1 to 5 years of experience. In just 6 short years, that percentage grew to 26% in 2011. How would your leadership team use this data to make decisions about the future direction of the organization and your growth strategy? Are you experiencing similar trends in your area? How much do you know about this new wave of educators? More of them have fewer years of experiences. Does that mean they need more support? And has this led to a higher demand for association programs and services? Do they have different expectations or preferences than members did 5 or 10 years ago? What do they value? In order to ensure our organizations not only survive but thrive, this is the type of data that leaders analyze and act on regularly. In some of the other competency modules, you've heard leaders talk about challenging political trends and education reform trends. Listen to this next clip from Sharon Gallagher-Fishbaugh, president of the Utah Education Association, as she describes how UEA is making a name for itself and is building its brand as a leader in educator professional development, creating demand from both members and non-members.
What we have done, because there was not money allocated for implementation, training, professional development, is we've filled a void. And the void that we've filled is helping teachers with the teaching standards, which is the basis for all their observations, engaging them in professional development around reflective practice, how to look at those standards and say, am I doing this in my classroom? If I'm not, what do I need to do differently? How can I get professional development to help me be a better teacher? And we've developed a toolkit that is available to members only. What we're finding is that this is relevant to every single teacher, member and non-member. What we've had happening in Utah is we've had non-members showing up and members showing up in droves to get this training on reflective practice and the teaching standards, and we have non-members signing up. They're signing up because they want this toolkit, they want this information, they want their professional association to give them the support to be successful in their classroom.
So, as you can see, The concept of stewardship that is reflected throughout the business competency extends far beyond financial due diligence. This competency is also about being thoughtful, analytic, strategic, and future-oriented in terms of programs, services, and operations of affiliates. There are a variety of themes and associated behaviors at different levels in the videos represented here. Now that you've learned about the business competency, its meaning, and some of the behaviors associated with it, what trend do you think will have the greatest impact on the way your affiliate does business? How is your leadership team preparing for this change? If NEA were to interview you, what example would you give?